good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley from MatthewMaley.com. Well, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning now, and I am heading back from Talking Stick, previously known as Casino, Arizona, out here in Phoenix. And, well, Scottsdale, whatever. Went and played some more 4-8 limits, Omaha 8 or better. Did not have anywhere near as good a session as I did my first session, which, as I said, I knew that was a bunch of beginner's luck and just running well and getting lucky and whatever. You know, tonight was a much more back-to-earth type of session. I ended up getting a couple good lessons. The first session I had, I got blessed with ace deuce. I was chopping pots and actually scooped a couple with it, and it was every single hand I could win with ace deuce I did. So I got very full of myself when it comes to ace deuce, and I really felt like ace deuce was a made hand. And I had a couple of hands. I actually scooped a nice sized pot with the boat and was up to about 130-ish. I bought in at 100, so nothing special, maybe 140, nothing huge. Then I picked up ace deuce, 3-9, 2 clubs, and I flopped one low card, and so then I'm like, well, you know, whatever, it's only $4 after I'd raised and gotten called pre-flop, so it's a good sized pot. I'm like, let's see what happens. Well, then the card on the turn wasn't another low card, but now I've got a flush draw. So now I, of course, have to call another bet to that, and of course it doesn't hit. So next thing I know, it's back to, you know, another big bet that I ended up losing, and I had literally within 10 hands, 4 of them I had an ace deuce in it. 3 of the times it was suited, twice it was suited, and it cost me a lot of money. And next thing I know, literally, I'm dropped down to 45, 50. I dropped, you know, probably 80 or 90 bucks just off of misplaying either ace deuce draws, you know, drawing for the nut low, drawing at a flush, drawing at another hand that I had that really was a bad hand in general. I had ace queen 7-4. I picked it up on the big blind, so I played it. Flop came up queen 7-9, or no, I'm sorry, queen 7-8, I believe. So I've got the 2 pair. I ended up calling a bet on that. It was raised pre-flop as well, but I was on the big blind, so I called. I pretty much never fold on my big blind for one bet. Turn card came an ace. So now in my mind, I'm thinking, any ace, any queen, any 7, I probably have the hand. So I'm feeling pretty solid about it. Well, sadly, that was, you know, a very brutal example of how amateurish I play Omaha, because really I only had 6 outs. So it wasn't like it was some, you know, super duper made monster hand. Yeah, I did just say super duper, you know I'm serious. And obviously it didn't hit, because that's, after speaking with my boy Bill, actually comes down to the same odds as like a gut shot and a pair on the board. So, I mean on the flop. So really not a very set hand, but in my mind I'm seeing it as, oh, an ace hits, a queen hits, or a 7 hits, I got this hand. Let's take it down. And that was another costly hand. So, well, I didn't win anything tonight, and it ended up being a little bit of a painful, you know, session. It was a very good session in the same sense. It definitely opened up my eyes to some things, and I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I'm feeling like I'm getting a better grasp of the game. I feel like I'm knowing a little bit better, you know, my starting hands. I didn't find myself having to think about starting hands anywhere near as much as I did the first time I played. First time I played, I was the new guy at the table, holding everybody up, holding the action up, and I didn't feel like that at all this time. I know I still had a few times that I was holding up the action, but for the most part, I was able to hold my own pretty well and had a good idea and a good feeling for starting hands. Had a good feeling and an idea for after the flop play, turn play, and river play for the most part, which limit does make that a little easy. Kind of forces your hand a little bit in terms of the bets. So I can't take too much credit for that. When I start getting to do that in PLO, then I'll take some credit for it. But until then, So you know, I ended up dropping my my $100 buy-in, so my bankroll's back down a bill, but I'm all right with it, honestly. I was talking to my boy Bill about it, and I feel okay with that. Tonight was a learning experience, and well, of course, I'd love to keep my bankroll going up and up, but these are the type of nights that are necessary, and I got a great crash course into how to overplay nut low draws, which that's my specialty, overplaying hands. So apparently it's not just hold'em I overplay hands. I overplay big hands in Omaha as well. So I did get a good kind of crash course on that. I also realized that I need to get better at my reading of pot odds. It's weird, I'm pretty good at doing it in terms of calculating my outs and reading my pot odds with hold'em, but for whatever reason I cannot calculate my odds very well for Omaha, and I don't really know why. I don't know if it's an extra 2 cards or what, but I always seem to make mistakes. So I got to get better at that. But overall, my second casino session at Omaha, 8 or better, it felt all right even though I lost. My third time ever playing the game. After 2 wins, I was due for a loss. So I'm still good with it. Had a great time. Shout out to my dude Bill. Appreciate you getting me out to the casino more, homie. That's what's up. Y'all gonna be seeing some of my dude Bill. Great poker player and really cool dude. So he's gonna be on one of these videos eventually. So once again, Matthew Maley, MatthewMaley.com. It's my Friday night poker recap. For all y'all waiting for my movie review, don't worry. I promise you, even though it's technically Saturday at 4 o'clock, 4:30 now, I'm going to go watch a movie and have something for you guys. So anyway, Matthew Maley, MatthewMaley.com. Check me out on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at Matthew Maley. Check me out on Facebook, Matthew Maley Poker. And finally, MatthewMaley.com. Everybody's absolutely favorite poker video blog. At least it better be. At least one of them. So, thanks again, everybody, for giving me love. It's your boy checking back in, and I apologize, like I said in my last video, for being so scarce this past week. Work was crazy, but I'm back here doing videos and all that. So, peace out, y'all. I'm gone. Have a good weekend.